First at 4, breaking news in Norfolk. Chopper 10 is live above the Confederate monument on East Main Street.
That's where a protest is underway. Norfolk is just one of the many cities across the nation where there is a renewed push here to remove Confederate statues and monuments.
The clashes in Charlottesville, of course, are behind the latest fight in the Confederate controversy. 10 on your side's Andy Fox is live in Norfolk at this evening's protest. Andy?
Well, it's just getting started. This is the Confederate monument right here. We have about 40 people here right now. Let's take you across the street and show you. We got signs over here. This is Sarah. Heather's blood is on Trump's hands. A lot of anti-Trump signs out here. Sarah, you were actually in Charlottesville on Saturday. Tell me why you're here today.
Because of the fascist government that we have now under Trump. And he's just brought them all out of the gutter. And now they're just roaming around, and we've got to do something.
Real quick, what was it like to be in Charlottesville on Saturday?
It was quite scary. I was just telling some young white men that now when I see a young white man, I back off and wonder which side they're on.
Okay, well, we'll be catching up with you later. Okay, Sarah, this is Rhonda over here. Rhonda's out here, and she's for removing the Confederate monument from downtown Norfolk. Rhonda, why are you out here today?
Because I fought for the right to be out here today.
Right.
I served for the right to be out here today. It affects my children.
We all citizens, and we don't think this is right. Okay, it's a part of history, like she said, put it in a museum. It don't supposed to be showing us every day that we were minorities. We are not minorities anymore.
I concur.
Okay, very good. Guys, thanks a lot. We're going to go back over here real quick to find Larry. Larry is actually a supporter of keeping the Confederate monument here. He is a Civil War historian. And Larry, let me ask you something real quick. Can you come over here in the shade, and can you tell me real quick, why do you think this Confederate monument should stay here?
Well, I think this monument and all Confederate monuments to war veterans that was erected to commemorate the sacrifice that these men gave in the defense of their beliefs should stay, because we're honoring their conviction and their dedication to their home. And now we should look back on these monuments not as symbols of racism, but as symbols of where this country was, and never, ever to repeat the same mistakes again.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We'll be checking back again with Larry. Of course, most of the crowd here is for taking down the Confederate monument, but as you heard from Larry, not everyone agrees with that it's a part of history, and it's a part of history not to repeat the past history, and that's why he supports keeping the Confederate monument here. We will have live coverage throughout our newscast, so stick with us. In Norfolk, Andy Fox, 10 on your side.
Andy, thank you. And our team coverage continues now with Maria Elena Valores, who is also in downtown Norfolk.
And today she spoke with another group that's organizing a petition to peacefully remove that monument.
Maria Elena, you also spoke with members of City Council about this controversy, right?
Laura, that's right. The mayor, Kenny Alexander, told 10 on your side that he would like to see that monument moved to a cemetery. We also spoke with City Councilwoman Andrea McClellan. She told us she's glad this conversation is starting. She thinks something needs to be done about the monument. But she also told us that Virginia State Code requires that local municipalities really can't do anything about war monuments. That includes the Civil War. So right now, City Council's hands are tied. And also earlier today, we spoke with the group that is organizing the protests that Andy just showed you. They told us that this protest is because the monument does not belong on public land in the heart of downtown. They want the city's government to take a stand. But apart from that protest, there's another group of people who have started an online petition. Their goal is to work with local government to discuss the statue and then what could be done with it. We met with one of those organizers earlier today. He said they wanted to do something about the statue in a positive and productive way.
Our goal here is not to destroy the monument. Our goal is not to remove it and get rid of it. We'd like to see it moved to a museum or a place where it can be discussed thoughtfully and understood.
Now, we've been out here all day long, and we've seen a lot of people that have not just walked by the monument today, but really stopped and take a look at it. So coming up tonight at 5, you'll hear from some of those people on what they had to say. Live in Norfolk, I'm Maria Elena Valores, 10 on your side.